Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is you're watching this video. Thank you so much for clicking on my channel. This is going to be, I think, a really quick updated video on the PUR foundation, the Love Your Selfie 4-in-1 foundation and concealer. In my previous video where I did the wear test, you guys saw that I had, and I ranted about not being able to find my foundation shade. That had been such a pain. So even though I was like, I'm not gonna do it, I did it. I went out and I bought MG5 because the MN5 was way too dark and way too pink looking. And so then I went and I thought MG3 was gonna be perfect, but I could not find it in stock anywhere and I didn't wanna order the wrong shades again and return them and go through all that mess all over again. So what I did is I went and I got the MG5, picked up MG5, and that is what I'm wearing on my face today. I am realizing that on YouTube videos, it is still really difficult to figure out your skin tone because lighting changes things. It's just, it's a mess to figure it out. I have some more information for you later on in this video, but I want you guys to check this shade out. I'm going to give you a comparison of shade ranges that I use so you can kind of maybe have an easier time if you're looking to purchase this foundation, because it is actually a pretty darn wonderful foundation if you can get your hands on the shade that works for you. So without further ado, let's get right into all this information and jazz. Alright guys, this is attempt 187 to find my perfect foundation shade in the PUR Love Your Selfie foundation. Shade MG5. So remember I had said that the MN5 that I had ordered was way too dark and way too pink. So why did I go with MG5? I don't know. I just felt like maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it wasn't too dark. Maybe it was just too pink. So I wanted to give this one a shot just because the MG2 was so light. So let's do this on film together and let's just see. You know what? This might actually work. Oh my god, I am kind of in shock right now. Did I finally find my shade? All right, let me just blend this out. Hey! I think I found my shade. Only took me a million tries. A million tries. Oh my god. I did want to mention one other thing. On the PUR website, it does actually give you an option to pick like a sample size of 6 different PUR this foundation, the Love Your Selfie foundation. So you can actually pay about $50 and get 6 sample sizes that you think might work for you, which is kind of cool because then you could actually see like 3 shades you think might work for you foundation wise and maybe 3 shades you want to try as concealer shades. And I think maybe if you had the option to get 3, one of those might actually be a good match for you, which would have been really helpful. Obviously, retrospect, absolutely, I would do the sample shades versus all this returning and buying and returning and buying and returning and buying. That has been driving me nuts. So even though the shade was completely off, just from the little swatches, I obviously felt it was really comfortable feeling and I had such high hopes that it was worth me trying to get the right shade. And after I did the wear test, I was definitely sold on it. Just know that finding your shade is really tricky, and right now on camera I'm actually amazed that this MG5 finally seems to be my shade. That actually makes me really happy right now because that means I don't have to return things again. I hate returning things, but I'm at a point in my life where I'm not keeping things that don't work. If they don't work, they don't work and I'm returning them. Alright guys, so I'm checking this baby out in a mirror right now. So you can probably tell, so I brought it down a bit and I'm trying to like make it blend down here because I'm still pretty darn pale. But when I put this up, I know it sounds weird, but you guys get what I'm saying. Like if I bring my shoulder up here, it looks like my face meshes with my body, which is a really good thing. You know what I mean? So you want your face to mesh with your body, and typically our faces are lighter than our bodies, you know? So that's really normal, which is why when you first swatch it, it looks so much darker than your face, but it actually does blend well. But there's a fine line between going too dark as well, because you really don't want a line of demarcation, which just makes you look like you have a mask on. So you do have to bring it down a little, and then it's like, is it well blended as it's going down your neck? So there's all these things to keep in mind. I don't like to bring it down my neck very much. I don't like to do the work. So I rather go obviously darker than my face without foundation, because if not, I'll look like Casper. But I always try to match it closer to my neck area, like the more tanned part of my neck area, which is still typically lighter than my shoulders or the rest of my body. So there's always this whole thing, right? So the MG5 worked really well on me to match like my shoulders and my body, but it just is going to take work to get it to blend down my neck properly and fade in a very natural, soothing way into the rest of the skin so it looks good. Because when you're outside in the sun, it does look just like a teeny bit too dark, like a tiny bit. I know, right now I'm like, I'm not gonna go look for the MG4, I'm just over it. But then the other side of me is like, maybe I will, because I really, really like, I love the finish of this foundation. Like, I think I love the finish of this foundation more than any foundation I've ever owned. And you guys know I have my like really like ride or die hard foundations I love. This is my perfect tanned shade. I have a feeling that MG4 would probably be like my perfect shade, but I am so done trying. Let me give you a frame of reference just so you can kind of get a gauge as to my shade range. So the Hourglass Vanish Stick, I use nude. I feel like it matches me super, super well. And my Makeup Forever Cream Stick foundation in Y23 matches me really well. I feel like those two foundations are like the ones that match me very, very, very well, like almost exact on point. MAC NC40 is pretty darn good on me. That's the one I use. That's the closest match that works for me. Maybelline's Fit Me and 220 is the shade I use. That one's kind of like this, where it's like a teeny bit too dark, but not really, like it works. In the Josie Moran Vibrancy, I'm in RG45. It's Awakened, but I actually fall between this and another one, and I can't think of the name, but this one works pretty well for me. In the Born This Way, I am in Warm Nude. Hopefully that helps you guys get a gauge as to what my skin tone is and helps you narrow down which one of these shades will work for you in the PUR 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie foundation. Because the one thing I will say about this foundation is that it feels incredible. It looks so beautiful on the skin. Like it's medium coverage, so it doesn't look too heavy, but it also just covers really well, and it makes your skin look like just healthy, glowing skin, and it lasts a long time. So from the wear test I did, I had it on, I believe, more than 8 hours, and it looked so, so good. In fact, I think when it hit about hour 4 is when it looked the best. Like from hour 4 to 8, it looked phenomenal. So it's like a foundation that looks good at first, and then I think just looks more and more natural as it starts sinking into your skin and kind of meshing into one. So if that makes any sense. All right, thank you guys for watching this PUR Love Your Selfie Foundation 4-in-1 foundation and concealer update and review. All right, that's all I got for you. Okay. Hey guys, sorry you didn't get the normal outro. I was just still trying to figure out how I was going to edit this video and if I was going to keep the original wear test video separate or even post it at all. I did decide to post both videos, so I will link the other video down below. So if you're curious as to how the foundation wore and all of that, please click on that video down below. Thank you so much for watching. Love you guys. Remember to spread love, not hate. Mwah. Bye.